Sometimes the most powerful shifts in life begin quietly, not with a breakthrough moment, but with a simple question that won't go away. What if my inner world is shaping more than I realize? In this space, we are not rushing toward answers. We are simply walking through one extended exploration of how thoughts, emotions, the body, and destiny may be more deeply connected than they appear. We begin with a life that looks successful from the outside. A respected doctor, long working hours, deeply involved in healing others. A life structured around service, achievement, and responsibility. Then, without warning, something changed. There was gradual, unexplained weight loss. Then, one day, a massive seizure. A brain scan revealed a large lesion on the right side, a mass resistant to many drugs, requiring painful injections and eventually, brain surgery. The surgery seemed successful. For a moment, it felt like the crisis was over. Life appeared to be returning to normal. And then, months later, a new lesion appeared. This time, it was called inoperable. The medicines were already the best available. From the outside, the path looked blocked. At that point, a different door opened not outside, but inside. Meditation had been present since childhood, but now it became something else. Not a concept, not a ritual, but a lifeline. There was a conscious decision. If outer methods have reached their limit, I will explore the inner ones more deeply. Life was reprogrammed from within. Daily schedules changed. The noise of the world was turned down. Every morning at 3 a.m., the mind was gently but firmly directed in a new way. Medical treatment continued, nothing was rejected, but it was now accompanied by a parallel practice, working at the level of thought. Inside, a clear stance was taken. This disease does not belong here. This brain is my home. I will not decorate it with what I do not want. You must leave. The brain was not seen as an enemy, but as a space that could be spoken to, soothed and strengthened. These were not casual affirmations. They were repeated day after day with sincerity. They were visualized, surrounded by light, by an aura of protection, by a sense of being supported by a higher energy. After a year of this combined approach, medicine and meditation, a new scan was done. The lesion was gone. No second surgery. No experimental procedure. Medications had continued. So had inner work. From a purely medical perspective, it was surprising. From an inner perspective, it was the direct experience of a principle that spirituality has been whispering for centuries. Thoughts create. Pause here for a moment. Let that idea rest in your awareness. From this point, the story widens. It is no longer only about one person or one illness. It becomes a window into a larger question. What if every thought is building something, even when we are not aware of it? Spiritual teaching offers a simple but profound sequence. Thoughts create emotions. Emotions create our inner world. Over time, this inner world begins to influence the body. And beyond the body, it begins to shape circumstances and experiences. Imagine for a moment someone who has just come out of major surgery. They feel relief. They think, it's over. 6 months later, they are told the problem has returned. What are the normal thoughts? Fear, panic, insecurity. Why me again? I can't do this a second time. Most people around them would call this a natural reaction. And in human terms, it is understandable. But if thoughts are creative, then even these normal thoughts are not passive. They are not just reactions. They are part of an ongoing creation. This does not mean someone is to blame for their illness. It simply means that from the moment a situation arises, two processes unfold at once. The medical process in the body, the mental and emotional process in the mind. Spirituality suggests that disease does not start in the physical body. First, there is a disturbance in consciousness. That disturbance then imprints on a subtle energy body, something like a field or aura. Over time, sometimes years, it condenses into physical form. Research on conditions like cancer has found that major emotional shocks often precede diagnosis by a few years. The body, in a way, is the last place where the story arrives. You might now be wondering, if someone has been meditating for many years, why do they still experience illness? In many spiritual traditions, life is seen as a long journey of the soul across multiple births. The mind carries impressions, memories, fears, unresolved emotions, not only from this life, but from earlier ones too. Even the emotional states we were bathed in as unborn children in the mother's womb leave traces. In this view, a serious illness or crisis is not always created by current life behavior alone. It may be the unfolding of old, deeper accounts. Astrology is sometimes explained in this context, not as a rigid fate, but as a map of karmic turning points. Certain ages are more likely to bring particular challenges. Yet even then, how we meet those challenges with panic, resistance, acceptance, or wisdom remains our living choice. What transforms everything is not the absence of difficulty, but the state in which we stand inside it. Now, to understand how this change of state is possible, we move into the mechanics of thought. Modern science speaks of two levels of mind: the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind is the part that says, from today I will change. I will be positive. I will be healthy. The subconscious mind is the deeper storehouse where repeated patterns live beliefs like, I am weak. Life is unsafe. I never succeed. Conscious intention is like typing a new sentence. Subconscious programming is like the old template that keeps reformatting every new page. You might be wondering, if I make new affirmations, why don't they always work? Because the older program often whispers underneath, this is not true for you. You are not that person. Come back to what you know. And the subconscious is stronger than a single passing thought. How then does reprogramming happen? Not through force, but through repetition. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change, is guided by a simple principle. Nerve cells that fire together wire together. The more a thought is repeated, the more stable its pathway becomes. If day after day someone thinks, I am unlucky, my life is always hard, I am always unwell. No one supports me. Even for short, intense bursts, these words start to become a default setting. The brain begins to treat them as reality. If instead, the person patiently and repeatedly introduces a different set of thoughts aligned with truth, but more empowering, the brain can begin to change in the other direction. This is not imagination alone. Studies have shown that people who only visualize certain skills, like playing the piano or shooting a basketball, show changes in their brains similar to those who physically practice. Mental rehearsal matters. In simple terms, everything in life happens twice. First in the quiet space of the mind, then in the visible space of the world. Pause here and gently notice which sentences repeat most often in your own mind. This brings us to a subtle but important question. If my situation is genuinely difficult, isn't it fake to think differently about it? Let's consider physical pain as an example. Imagine your hand is hurting. One approach is to keep repeating, "My hand is paining. My hand is paining." The pain is real, and the thought keeps reinforcing it. Another approach is to allow the pain, receive treatment, but not add a mental storm around it. To let the doctors work without creating hundreds of fearful thoughts. A third approach is to gently hold, "My hand is moving toward health," even while recognizing the pain and following medical advice. The hand is still the same hand, but the field around it, the emotional and mental climate, is different. The law thoughts create does not deny physical reality. It simply says that how we relate to that reality matters. From here, the link between mind and body becomes clearer when we look at the heart. Across many countries, more and more young people are experiencing serious heart attacks in their 20s and early 30s. When their medical history is examined, many have no obvious physical risk factors. No smoking, no alcohol, normal lipids, sometimes no family history. Yet when their inner life is explored, common patterns arise. Intense stress, unprocessed anger, a sense of emptiness or lack of purpose, low gratitude, difficult relationships, high self-pressure. In deeper studies, their biological age measured by markers like telomere length often appears decades older than their actual age. The body has been aging faster on the inside. You might now be wondering, if stress and thought can damage the body, can thought also help repair it? The answer emerging from various fields seems to be yes, to some extent. When people begin to transform their inner climate, gently shifting from stress is normal, anger is normal, conflict is normal, to more peaceful and accepting patterns, change can sometimes be measured. Thoughts like, "People are doing the best they can in their current awareness. I choose to live with gratitude for what is present. I allow life to be imperfect and still I move with care," do not instantly change everything, but over time, they can reduce internal friction. Stress markers may decrease. Some studies suggest telomere shortening can slow, or even partially reverse, in kinder internal environments. In simple terms, how you live inside, day after day, quietly shapes how your body lives too. From here, the perspective naturally expands into education and the way we prepare human beings for life. Many people say, "I'm not spiritual, I'm just practical." Often what they mean is, "I am not religious," or "I don't follow rituals." But spirituality, in its broadest sense, is simply the study of the inner self, the spirit, the awareness behind the roles. To say, "I'm not spiritual," can sometimes mean, "I am not interested in how my inner world works. I only want to manage the outer one." But when the outer world begins to crack through illness, loss or unexpected change, help is usually found not outside, but in that inner control room that was rarely visited. In older educational models, the inner and outer were taught together. Alongside mathematics and language, there were lessons about character, self-control, meaning, and wisdom. Today, we often teach students how to build careers, but not how to build resilience, how to lead teams, but not how to lead their own thoughts and emotions. You might be wondering what this self-education could look like in simple terms. It begins with noticing patterns like comparison. In many competitive systems, young people constantly compare marks, salaries, promotions, appearances. Their minds become sharp, but their hearts become tired. They learn to solve complex equations, but not always to sit with failure, jealousy, or shame. Telling them "don't compare, just be peaceful" rarely helps. What reaches them more deeply is seeing someone who lives differently. A parent, a teacher, a mentor whose presence is steady, whose reactions are measured, whose words are kind. When even one person in a household or workplace quietly starts daily inner work, whether through meditation, prayer, deep reflection, or simply repeated compassionate thoughts, the energy in that space begins to shift. Children and colleagues may not know exactly what has changed, but they can feel something softer in the air. At the center of this shift is a simple question. How do I usually complete the sentence? I am. Many of us fill in that blank with limitations. I am unlucky. I am anxious. I am always busy. I am not good enough. Every time these phrases are repeated, they strengthen the invisible walls around us. Another possibility is to complete the sentence with something deeper and more stable. I am a peaceful soul. I am a powerful soul. I am a divine, pure, Sataguni soul. In times of sickness, this expands to, my body is moving toward balance. My heart is supported by life. My cells are learning to heal. These are not fantasies. They are choices about which inner reality we want to nourish. You might now be wondering how this connects to concrete, everyday health. One way to hold both inner and outer care together is through a simple framework, often remembered as a BCDE. A for alertness. Gently stay aware of how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally. Notice changes early. B for blood pressure. High blood pressure can be silent. Simple checks, once in a while, can reveal what the body is whispering. C for cholesterol and cigarettes. Understanding cholesterol levels, especially LDL, helps you see how your inner and outer choices are affecting your arteries. Avoiding smoking protects the heart from unnecessary strain. D for diabetes. Regular screening makes it possible to respond early, rather than be surprised later. E for exercise and emotions. Gentle, regular movement supports circulation and mood. At the same time, consciously clearing the mind of chronic anger and resentment supports the heart in another, more subtle way. Combined with mindful thought, these are not rules but quiet supports. Meditation in this context is less about how many hours one spends in a temple or on a cushion, and more about how gradually the heart empties itself of hatred, and the mind releases its grip on revenge and bitterness. A mind full of anger cannot rest. A heart full of hatred cannot feel safe, no matter how beautiful the external environment. And so, beneath all techniques and practices, a gentle curiosity remains. What if the way I think is continuously shaping the way I live? What shifts when, for one day, I change a single recurring thought? What evidence does my own life give me about the link between my inner atmosphere and my outer experience? Instead of forcing belief, this path invites observation, quiet experiments, little inner adjustments, and then watching over time what happens. As this reflection comes toward a pause, you may notice that certain ideas echo more than others. Perhaps it is the notion that everything happens twice. Perhaps it is the image of a brain being spoken to with love. Perhaps it is a question about how you complete the words I am. You do not need to answer anything right now. You do not need to decide what to believe. You can simply allow one small insight, or one gentle question, to rest in the background of your awareness. Like a soft light in a quiet room, we've spent this time exploring how thoughts shape our inner world, our bodies, and even the direction of our lives. Not as a theory, but as something you can quietly test in your own experience. You might be wondering what to actually do with all of this. For now, nothing dramatic. Just a few calm breaths, and one simple inner sentence. Let's close with a short guided practice. You can sit comfortably, with your back supported. If it feels okay, gently close your eyes. First, just notice your natural breath. Inhale, exhale. Now, begin to breathe a little more slowly and softly, as if your breath is flowing in and out through the center of your chest. Inhale through the heart. Exhale through the heart. As you breathe this way, allow any old thoughts to pass, worries, labels, stories. You do not have to push them away. Just let them drift by. With your next inhale, quietly think, I am a peaceful soul. With your exhale, let it repeat inside. I am a peaceful soul. Stay with this for a few breaths. Now add a second line. Inhale. I am a powerful soul. Exhale. I am a powerful soul. Let both thoughts rest gently in your awareness. I am a peaceful soul. I am a powerful soul. For a moment, imagine a soft light at the center of your chest, spreading slowly with each breath to your heart, your brain, your whole body. Nothing to force, just breath, light, and these quiet words. Now allow the sentences and images to fade. Come back to simple awareness of your breathing and the sense of I am behind it. When you are ready, gently deepen your breath. Feel the support beneath you. Open your eyes slowly. If this space has resonated with you, you are welcome to return to it, to sit with these ideas again, or simply to breathe with one thought. I am a peaceful, powerful soul. For more reflections and practices like this, you can stay connected with Within Stillness Space by subscribing, sharing this video with someone who may need a moment of stillness, and returning whenever you wish to meet yourself a little more deeply.